Hi and welcome to this video. My name is Cade and I am the owner of a media production company here in the UK, and I also have this channel where I talk about cool tech and give you my honest opinion on some of them. Today we're going to have a look at the something new for me actually, which is a PTZ controller from AVKANS. Now the guys at AVKANS, they saw my video where I was talking about the TL2 cameras and 6 months after they were released. And so it's been 6 months of use with the TL2 cameras. So the AVKANS did see that video and they contacted me asking if I want to try out their PTZ controller and use them with the TL2s, and asked if I wanted to do a video about it. So they have sent me the controller to do this video and to kind of use them with the TL2s to show everyone. But they have not told me what to say, and I'm under no obligation to say anything except give my honest opinion on it. So thanks to the guys at AVKANS for sending this over. So I know that AVKANS are a big company and they're a big brand that produce a lot of cool stuff. So they've sent this controller to me, so here I am to review the AVKANS Powerjoy and use them with the OBSBot Tail 2 cameras. So let's have a look at the unboxing quickly. So what is the Powerjoy? Well, it is a PTZ controller with a 5-inch display and preview, so you can see the camera settings and change them, as well as see the camera feed from the cameras on the 5-inch display. And the key kind of features of the controller are that it has support for VISCA Over IP, SONY-VISCA Over IP, VISCA, Pelco-P, Pelco-D, power over Ethernet. It has a live preview on the 5-inch display. It has camera shortcuts, custom buttons, and of course, it has the option for NDI. We'll talk about that in a minute. Now, the first thing to do when you get your controller is to set it up. Now, I did at first struggle a little because I did not easily find the information needed to set it up. So I had to look it up online, and I found the answer thanks to a YouTuber, Darren Butchko, who in the video showed me how to connect the controller to the Tail 2s via SONY-VISCA. So I was able to connect them with SONY-VISCA to the Tail 2s, and this allowed me to control the cameras, with the joystick, as well as adjust the zooms, the focus, the white balance, the color, the gains, set presets, etc. And it also did solve a problem for me, which was that I could adjust the ISO incrementally of 25s on the Tail 2s rather than on the Tail 2 with the Start app, where I have a huge problem with it, and I've moaned to OBSBot about this since testing these cameras, that it doubles with ISO in the Start app. So you go 200, 400, 800, 1600. So you can never get a very precise what you want for the ISO. So you're always under or overexposed. So the ability to change that on the controller was fantastic. It was really easy to control the cameras via the joystick, and I love the ability to kind of really get that smooth, slow, or precise movement on the joystick, because you can set the speed or how much you want it to go, how fast or how slow, and so therefore you can really get those kind of adjustments, and you can change the zooms with the rocker or the joystick anti-clockwise or clockwise, and you really get those small zooms and get those shots really set up exactly how you wanted, which was great. Now, my personal workflow in many jobs has kind of moved from HDMI SDI to NDI. And since I got the OBSBot talent, I've kind of mostly now just used a combination of HDMI and NDI. And I moved away from my Blackmagic ATEMs setup. So the fact that the Powerjoy had the option of NDI kind of sparked my interest. Now, if you want to use NDI, You have to connect your PowerJoy to a computer or laptop and then log in via the kind of web UI. And then on that screen, you generate a key for the NDI, send it to AVKANS. They will then send you the NDI key. You upload that onto your kind of web UI and then activate, then restart your PowerJoy. When it boots up again, hey presto, you've got NDI, which is great. Now, again, I had some issues with getting the NDI preview to work. So I wasn't able to get the NDI preview. I could control the cameras. So again, I went back to the video from Darren Butchke and it showed me how to sort this out. So basically, on your Tail 2 cameras, you need to log in on your Start app and then change the NDI to 1080 or 720. Mine was on 4K. So 1080 or 720 in the Start app. You kind of restart your PowerJoy and bang, as soon as it goes on, you got NDI, the video preview is working, which was superb. This meant I could send NDI video from my Tail 2s to my PowerJoy and then also to my Talent. So now I could use my Talent as well. And if you wanted to send it to, for example, vMix or OBS, that's fine too. So having the NDI work was great. I didn't have to have long cables anymore. So definitely a huge plus there from AVKANS to include NDI. Now, just to mention that with SONY-VISCA over IP, you can control all the settings. Okay, the color, the shutter, all that kind of stuff, zooms, focus, white balance. But via NDI it didn't work. Zoom, yes. Control, yes. But that was really about it. So hopefully, I don't know if that can be sorted out. But just to make sure that if you want to use NDI, you won't be able to control all the settings. So SONY-VISCA you will, but you'll lose NDI. There are kind of like maybe some ways to get around it, which is you can set up on the Start app and set up your shots in advance. Or you can use a Stream Deck like myself, where you just set up all those shortcuts and custom functions as such on your Stream Deck, like, whatever you want. Tracking, AI, color, zooms, white balance, that can all be done on the Stream Deck. So you can do it like that. I know that they've updated the firmware to work better with AVKANS, the Tail 2s, but hopefully AVKANS and OBSBot can kind of keep on working together to improve things. So what are my thoughts on the AVKANS Powerjoy? How do they work with the OBSBot Tail 2 PTZ cameras? Now, firstly, as I said, they've updated the firmware, which is great and only a good thing. And I hope that they continue working together to improve both products. The recommended retail price of the Powerjoy is $400. And I think it's a really superb PTZ controller. It's small, it's kind of robust, it's well made and sturdy. Joystick's really comfortable. It's got NDI, which just changes everything for me because, it's only over VISCA IP was nice, but the NDI is what I really wanted. So having NDI just slips right into my workflow easily. I don't have to really change too much. So the AVKANS is really a joy to use. It's a great PTZ controller. And I think the Powerjoy works really well with the OBSBot Tail 2s. So yeah, I think it's fantastic. I think especially if you've got a multi-cam setup actually. So if you have multiple Tail 2s, and I find myself sometimes in situations where I've got like one mobile or two mobiles, one mobile for one camera, another mobile for another one on Start apps, or I'm using a tablet to control each camera. So it's a little fiddly sometimes. So the ability to have one thing like the Powerjoy controller where I can kind of just stay on one thing. I don't have to always be opening up different apps on different phones. I can just use this. I think would really work in quite a few of my setups and workflows. So I'm excited to use them on the field when I'm doing jobs. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a great day, a great week, and I will catch you in the next video.